Why didn't you marry the man you chose to have a child with?
He wasn't good enough for me.
What?
What I need you to understand, on the open dating market, you come into the open dating market with a baby from a man you say wasn't good enough for you. To us, to men like myself, to men with good sense, that would says she is a poor judge of character because she gave a man the highest honor a woman can give any man on the planet, a child. And then she gave a man who wasn't good enough for her a baby. Sorry, ma'am.
I'm allowed to make poor judgments.
You are, but the world does not owe you understanding. First of all, your child is your least of your problems. Because you can get your ass up here and be emotional and talk loud. It's going to overcome the fact that you made a baby with a dude that you say ain't good enough. That's your problem. The world does not owe you understanding. And you sound like you need a whole lot of damn therapy because you're far too angry about what you chose to do. You can't make this shit up, people.
Absolutely. And for her to say I'm allowed to make bad judgments, yes, she's 100% right. She's human. You're also allowed to deal with the consequences of your bad judgments. And now you're dealing with the consequences. You see, the issue is a lot of these women want to say, I'm young and dumb. Only God can judge me. Ignore my past. When it's like, no.
No.
Because let a man make a mistake. Let a man, more specifically a black man, make a mistake and he will never hear the end of it. So let's keep the same energy.
You have 3 kids. How many different fathers?
I have 2. So my first daughter, like single mom by choice. So I actually just
Single
did that
mom
on my
by
own.
choice?
Yes.
You call that a baby mama?
And then I'm with my fiance now, which leads me to my second question. And we have 2 kids together.
All right. So I don't understand the question. If you got a fiance, what does it matter?
Well, we've been engaged for like 3 years. So it's that whole thing,
What?
living together. But
Don't just roll past that. You engaged for 3 years.
No, I know. I totally agree.
You weren't a single mother by choice. You're a baby mama. I call things what they are. And you've been engaged 3 years. You ain't getting married. I don't understand why women in relationships are trying to figure out what men are doing. Why is this even a conversation? You have 3 children.
Yeah.
And a fiance.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you even on my channel? It was seen to me that if you were a serious woman, and I mean no offense, ma'am, you got other things that should be taking priority other than what a man on YouTube is saying about dating when that's not your lived reality.
Being engaged for 3 years certainly is not what I planned. So you would always want to figure out what your partner is thinking.
A conversation will tell you what your partner's thinking. But I will tell you, ma'am, that if you've been engaged for 3 years, you don't have good communication with your partner. Did you want to be engaged for 3 years?
No.
Then why are you?
Well, that's because I had the children, which was fine.
No, ma'am.
Definitely.
No, ma'am. All you have to do is go to the courthouse.
Exactly.
You don't have good communication with the man you made babies with.
Exactly. Can you imagine you're being engaged for 3 years and you have 2 kids out of it? It's nothing to just make it official, but I feel like a lot of these women, they just like the title of I am engaged and not necessarily doing the work. I remember having conversation with this lady who claimed that she's married. And then when you ask more questions, you find out that she is separated from her husband for 20 years.
What?
Y'all, they've been separated for 20 years. But she walking around talking about she married whenever it's convenient for her to say she's married. Yeah.
So earlier this year, I ended a relationship and cut off an engagement from a great man. He was a good man. He loved God. He was a praying man. He loved and adored me. He was there for me. He was handsome. He was well educated. He didn't have any kids. He checked all the boxes. But there was still something missing. And I just knew that I could not go through with this marriage. There was just something that did not connect. I felt that there should have been a connection between he and I in order for me to be his wife. And so I cut off the engagement. And it was so difficult because he was a good man. It's easy when a person is not good. You can justify why you cut things off. But when a person is truly a good person, it's hard to explain. So I found myself trying to explain it to family and friends, and they were asking me a whole bunch of questions that, I could not say, exactly why, other than the fact that I just did not feel the connection. There was something that was not there that I needed to be there in order for this to be my husband. And so I stopped trying to explain it and I just trusted my decision and I went on. But then I got an epiphany and it was just like, have you ever been shoe shopping and you saw a nice pair of shoes and it's like, ooh, I love the color. I love the style. The heel is the right size and it's a reasonable price. Like it's on sale and it's a good shoe. But then when you approach the shoe, you see that it's a size 6 and you need a size 7. Does it take away from the fact that the shoe is a good shoe? Does it take away from the fact that you're getting a great deal for the quality? Does it take away from the fact that the heel is still the right size? It doesn't matter. All of that still makes the shoe is still good. But if it's not your size,
Okay. Hey, if the logic makes sense to her, she'll live her life. Yeah, but then these women always talking about, oh, there are no good men around.
Man, this is some bullshit.
Now back to the ladies. You guys get it twisted, thinking because you can deal with the man, make a certain money. Listen and listen well. Just because he will have sex with you or hang out with you does not mean he will wife you. You ladies get this confused all the time, and you think it's your new sexual marketplace value. It's not.
Facts, facts. A lot of these women think they have options just because there are multiple men that's in their DM. But how many of those men in your DM taking you seriously?
Okay, at least a year. So by your calculations, what the fuck do you need to be a boss for if you're gonna be a stay-at-home wife?
What if my husband were to leave me?
According to what you just said, boss chick, 3 years of seeing somebody, and then after marriage, you don't want to hit a lick. You want to stay at home and raise your kids. That means he has to pay the bills. Then what are you the boss for? What is it doing for the bottom line for the family?
I can't be both.
What is it, man? Boss up. Don't ask me questions with questions, boss. I'm a shareholder. You're the CEO. Maximize profits. Why are we investing in a position that's not going to increase the bottom line? Why are we putting money into something that's not going to put money back into the family?
You got a point.
Yeah. As I said before, a lot of these women just like the titles. That exactly going back to the one who is engaged for 3 years because she liked the title of a fiance. The lady who's been separated from her husband for 20 years, but she liked the title of being married. So many women like the title of being a boss, being an entrepreneur. But when you ask them, oh, what business do you have? Or how is your business benefiting the family? Or do you want to work to pay significant bills after marriage? And the answer is no. So why even bother pursue certain things if you don't want to use it in the future? Like make it make
Look
sense.
over, I kind of saw 50-50 comments. 50-50 comments. Well, what do I get? Well, what do I get? Well, what do I get? Nothing. You get nothing. 50-50, you get nothing. You can't make no demand either. You can barely 50-50, you're doing enough to take care of you. You get nothing. Zero. 50-50 has always got nothing. 100% gets everything. Oh, I'll be 70-30. See, 70-30 is still on that bullshit. 70-30 is still on that timid, lazy, cheap thing. It's still trying to get the free lunch. You don't want the responsibility. There is no such thing as unconditional love. I only want to deal with people on conditions. I don't want to be loved unconditionally. I want to be loved with hellified conditions. Yep. I want conditions because I have conditions on myself. Your conditions ain't harder than mine. The question is, can you keep my attention? See, this is a twist for a lot of dudes. because a lot of dudes don't have the confidence of their accomplishments to talk like this.
You see, I agree with that 100%. I want to be loved on conditions. People talking about, if somebody wants something in return, that's not the person for you. Like the young lady yesterday talking about, if a man is giving you something and he wants something in return, then that's a huge red flag. No. Fair exchange is no robbery. And a lot of times people will think like, oh well, that is what the term they use? Transactional. Okay, yes, it's transactional. Yes, I give you something, I'm expecting something in return. Okay, nobody not taking a free for all. And a lot of modern women, they have this mindset that a man is supposed to give. And when we talk about the 50-50 conversation, they want a man who to pay 100%. And yes, okay, that is fine, but what are you giving in return? What are you bringing to the table? And a lot of them talking about, oh, I am the table. That's just pure selfishness. You have to be giving something in return too, man.
No, we don't. Steve Harvey has sold millions of books. Where are the marriages?
Okay, but
All
how
these
is that
churches-
going to shift the
but
marriage?
the point is, see, why? And my question again: why do you keep asking one black man to fix the world?
Exactly.
And you ain't asking none of this from black women. Where are the black women to fix
I
the world?
want you to make it where we can.
No,
work
I don't want to
together.
do another damn thing. Where
I
are you
want
gonna
you
help?
to make it. Exactly. You see?
What you
Because
need
I
me
don't
to
know
do?
what I'm doing. When are y'all gonna come fix it?
What you need me to do?
Exactly.
Because I'm ready.
I
I'm
need
ready
you
to
to
do
get.
it.
I need you to get these women fit. I need you to get these women fit, feminine, friendly, cooperative, and submissive.
If I thought that was going to make them more marketable, I would do it.
That's what the men say they want.
That's what they say they want. But
So now you know. So now I want you guys to understand something. Now the men say they want this, and she's not. And she says she wants to help, but she don't want to give the men what they want. So
what?
again,
I'm just
Exactly.
saying
you want to give the men what? No, ma'am. You want to give the men what you think they want.
Just
Okay, are you-
goofy.
Are you guys sexually active?
No, we haven't had sex.
Okay. Why?
Why? Because I don't get. I'm stingy. I'm stingy with the puss.
Excuse me.
I'm stingy with it. I do not give it up easily.
Were you married to your daughter's? Your baby mama though, right?
My baby, I've never been married. No, but I just
Okay.
don't.
So
I know.
hold on. Let's talk about this though. See, I find it funny that women like yourself, baby mamas, all of a sudden want to get stingy with the puss after you done gave your womb up before a ring.
Ooh, you stingy with the pum pum, but you're not stingy with your womb.
Oh my God!
Make it make sense, y'all. And that is embarrassing. And the worst part is they're boasting about it.
There's a game here. And then you talk about having male friends. You actually went out with your male friends. No, I'm not judging you, man, but you went out with them.
I guess I'm from New York, so the dynamic.
I don't care, ma'am. I don't know. From New York don't mean shit to me. I'll be in New York in the morning.
It's
Ma'am, did you pay? Did you pay? Don't play with me, you little girl. Because I'm trying to be cool with you. Don't play with me. Did you pay?
Of course you didn't.
A few times I did.
No, if it was a female, you'd have paid every time.
Mhm.
How long is your longest relationship?
I think it was 5 years.
5 years? 5 years long?
Yeah,
How long ago did it end?
2 years ago.
And which one of you ended it?
Me.
Why?
I didn't want to be in it.
Why?
It's a long story, but
No, make
wasn't-
it
I
make it quick.
feeling it.
You weren't feeling it?
Like I wasn't happy. It wasn't it. He didn't bring out my happiness, or we didn't just match. I don't know. It wasn't it.
How'd you end it?
I just told him that it's not working. I was dropping him off at work.
About how far from work?
Probably like, I don't know. That was 2 years ago. I honestly don't remember.
It was a 5-year relationship.
You see, the thing is, she was checked out way before she actually ended it with him. Can you imagine somebody breaking up with you right before you clock in?
Them gyal ya wicked, them wicked, them wicked. Them gyal ya wicked, them wicked, them wicked.
Savage.
But I have selective memory. So probably like, it wasn't that far. Probably like another 10, 15 minutes to his job.
You need to start asking women how their relationships end. And I want you guys to understand, this one was in a 5-year relationship, and she ended in a cold, callous way. The man was on.
Sorry. Okay.
You think it's appropriate for a 5-year relationship to be driving somebody to French toast ass work, and they got to have that on their mind while they're at work? See, I told you modern women are cowards. They don't deal with conflict, and when they're done with you, they get rid of you.
Them gal ya wicked, them wicked, them wicked. Them gal ya wicked, them wicked, them wicked.
The fact that she gasped when he said that she was cold, like, duh, sis. Like, it's, you see, the thing is, in their head, they know they're cold. They do cold stuff, but you shouldn't be able to call it out for what it is.
I am celibate. I've been celibate for 2 years.
What?
I've been celibate for 2 years.
Where'd that come from? 2 people that came out of you. What you talking about? What's the philosophy here? You're not a virgin. You got 2 people came out of you. What's going on?
Oh, no, you did not.
Oh, no, you did not.
And I'm going to tell you the reason behind.
But is he lying? Going back to what I said, they know they're savage. They know the reality of it, but you're just not allowed to call out the reality and speak for what it is. He said 2 people came out to you, and she's like, oh, no, you did not. Did 2 people not come out to you, ma'am?
That is because when I do open my legs, the men they get crazy.
What you mean?
Do you want me to be blunt for you?
I want you to keep it classy, but you trying to say they get pee-whipped?
Yes.
So let me get this right. So you meet a man that's a high value man. I think you're going to be celibate for what? What? Till you married?
Yes.
You got your goddamn mind. I wish I would meet a 37-year-old with 2 kids and think you going to shit. I'm making light of it because it is crazy. You're almost 40 years old with 2 kids talking about celibate. So when I said if you attracted a higher value man, you think you're going to make him wait until marriage?
Sweetheart, I'm going to tell you like this. My cookies is worth the wait.
Well, first off, check that, sweet. No, your cookies ain't worth the wait because you ain't made nobody wait. You got 2 kids without a marriage. So you a virgin on your wedding night?
I was not.
Name me the product that gains value with age and use.
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure you're going to tell me.
Yeah, nothing.
God damn.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Do you have women issues? Because it seems like you do.
What?
That's not a question. Are you married?
Right.
That's the point right there. Unchecked. They want to have their toxic behavior. They want to make their mistakes. As the first girl said, I'm allowed to make mistakes. Yes, you are. But no one is supposed to call out your mistakes so we can course correct and younger girls will make your mistake. That's just pure selfishness. And they're loud, aggressive, and boisterous with it, thinking that, oh, if I'm loud enough, then they're bullies. Black women are bullies.
What kind of wife do you want to be? You want to be a stay-at-home wife?
I want to stay at home when my kids are younger, but when they turn 5, I want to go back into the real world.
What do you mean go back into the real world? Go work?
Like, I want to have a career once my kids get a little older. So I want to do something. Right now, I'm working at a financial company, but eventually I want to have my own business, do my own thing.
Based on what I'm hearing, you're going to have a real hard time. You come from a sugar baby lifestyle where you're in control of your own moves. You have a grad degree. It already works
Yes.
against you. And let's be real, you don't want a broke man. You want a man with significant six figures. But yet you still want to be able to go out, and after your kids get school age, you want to go be back out. You have a plan. You want a man to sit in. You want a wife. You're not trying to be a wife. That ain't going to work. And you're 27? And you have this background in risky pictures? No, ma'am. You want the benefits of being a traditional feminine woman in a new masculine role. You want a wife. Why do you want your children, once they're school age, for you to go back and start a career? Why do you want to do that? If you already got a husband that can take care of everything, why do you want to do that?
Well, it depends. If I have a husband who can really, really take care of me and the kids, and I don't need to work.
Why would you marry a man who can't do that and give him kids?
No, I said if I find a man who can do that, I will not need to go back to work, but I don't want to give up everything, all my power.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Thank you. You want a fool.
No, I just want things on my term.
That's right. You want things on your term. And guess what? If you could have things on your term, you would have had it already.
Yeah, when she said I don't want to give up my power, like the other girl who was like, she wants to be a boss just in case her husband is power they want. And as the lady said in the end, she wants things on her term. These are the kind of women that's out here on the dating market. That's why I said, men, do whatever you gotta do to find women who were raised to be wives. Women who were raised with traditional mindsets, who will fall back, allow you to lead and support you and take telling and know their role as a wife. Do whatever you gotta do to find those women. Get to the chopper! But it's your girl Chantel. Big up on yourself. Thank you so much for watching this video. Let YouTube know that you're rocking with the content by hitting the like button. Go check out this video next to these women teaching how to beg men for money.
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around.
It's the absolute ghetto, y'all. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.